couple of years, we've been training this nectarine tree each spring. What we're trying to create is an open center form, one that allows for good airflow to hopefully prevent any disease and stuff, or reduce the disease potential. The other thing is we're trying to create good scaffolds, which are the main branches that we'll harvest off of. And what we've got here, we had 3 last year, and you might remember that we trimmed one of them back that was growing almost vertical here. So we were trying to push more energy into the smaller branch. Now our other 2 scaffolds have obviously gotten quite large in comparison. So what we're going to do this year is look at reducing the size of these 2 larger scaffolds, again to kind of equal out the overall canopy. Again, we're reducing the height just a little bit, but that again will make the harvest easier later on down the road. Now again, the tree is still growing, and so at this point we're just really training it. We're not necessarily after all the fruit right away. We will get some fruit, hopefully, if we don't have any late freezes. You can see there's some buds starting to come on it. But again, we're going to go ahead and prune it now. So what we're going to look at are these 2 larger ones. You can see here that we've got a pretty good branch structure. We've got one coming off this side and then one coming off this side. So we're going to go ahead and take out this larger one. Now it is a pretty large branch, but it's only going to get bigger and continue to grow more vertical. So we're going to go ahead and take it out while it's still relatively small. Again, I know this looks a little drastic right now, but basically this will provide us with a good open canopy that will again add more shoots that we'll be able to harvest. So on this scaffold, what we're going to do is take out this main leader here, again to encourage more growth over here to the side and to open up that canopy even more. And of course, when we're pruning, we always want to make sure there's nothing that's rubbing or crossing. We haven't had that on this tree, because if there was, those would be the branches that you want to remove first, because again, they open up wounds for infection and disease. So we're just going to go ahead and remove this one. I am going to make a back cut on this one a little bit, just to reduce any chances that when I cut it, it will not peel and run down the back of that tree. All right, so now we're going to reduce this main leader again that's remaining, again just to bring it back into scale with the other branches that we're trying to create as our scaffolds. So this is a much smaller branch, so we're going to switch tools and go to loppers here, and we're just going to cut this. One thing we're wanting to look for is to cut it right above an outward facing bud. So again, the energy will go towards this branch and go out from there. If we were to cut with an open or inward facing bud, then that branch would grow inward, and again, that's what we're wanting to prevent. So now you can see we have our 3 main branches that are going to become our scaffolds, and as they get a little bit taller, then they branch out even more. So again, we want to keep our center open and clean. So anything that's really below where our scaffolds branch, we're going to go ahead and clean all of those branches out also. All right, so we've taken quite a bit off of this tree. There's no denying that. And with that, we've sacrificed some of the flower buds and also potentially some of the fruit that we would have harvested this season. But you can see, again, we've got a great scaffold set up here, which means great architecture for next year as we continue to pick our fruit. And so we're really set at this point. Again, it'll push out more branches this season and continue to grow and photosynthesize, and I think we're off to a great start with our open center canopy. For more information on how to prune fruit trees, check out this fact sheet.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.